If you're a new viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright. Islands. It's getting a little well defined. You can see it's got a lot of most of the activity well to the east of the center. Some's trying to get a little bit developed around it. You can see the center is getting almost a closed circulation. I would not be surprised maybe by tomorrow this thing becomes tropical depression number 21, and which also may become tropical storm Vince as well. Let's take a look at the hurricane models. They should be in today. I showed it last night, but today they should have it in today. They in, so we can get a chance to look at them. I had to show the GEFS ensembles last night, but today we'll get a chance to look at this. Here the current position of the storm. All of them takes it right across eastern Cuba, also the western portion of Haiti. Moving on off to the northeast, here's Bermuda. Bermuda, you will get impacted by this system as well. Even if it's not a tropical storm, it may bring some gusty winds and some heavy rainfall as it continues to push on off to the north and east. Alright, let's move into the intensity guidance of this system here. Alright, you can see here it's about 30 knot winds, equal to almost 35 miles per hour. That's why the Hurricane Center has almost got a tropical depression. It could become a tropical depression later today or on Friday. I'm expecting it probably on Friday. All the models takes it into a tropical storm. So this do look like our next tropical system will become tropical storm Vince as it continues to gain strength in the central tropical Atlantic. I mean in the central Caribbean Sea, excuse me. But like I said, all the models has it in a tropical storm. So there's a couple takes it to a category 1, but we're just going to go with a tropical storm at this time. Alright, that's that information there. Let's take a look at some information here from the National Hurricane Center web page here. Alright, that system here off the Florida coast right now. See it? Well, they done dropped it back to a 0% chance now. Offshore the southeast coast of the United States, a non-tropical area of low pressure located between southern Florida and the northwestern Bahamas, associated with a frontal boundary. Development of this system into a tropical cyclone is not expected. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible across portions of the east coast of Florida and in the Bahamas as well during the next day or so, while the low moves northeastward over the southwestern tropical Atlantic. Formation chance through the next 2 days and 7 days is near 0%. This is our next system here. It looks to become Vince. Let's take a look at it. West Central Caribbean Sea, 98L. Satellite data indicate that circulation associated with a low pressure system over the West Central Caribbean Sea remains broad, but the system is producing a large area of shower and thunderstorm mainly to the east of the center. That's what you've seen on the satellite imagery that I just showed you just a few minutes ago. Alright, environmental conditions appear conducive for some additional development, and a tropical depression is likely to form over the next day or two while the system moves northeastward toward Jamaica, Haiti, eastern Cuba, and an Air Force Reserve hurricane aircraft is en route to investigate the system. Alright, regardless of development, this system has a could produce heavy rains over the area that I just mentioned. Haiti, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Cuba, southeastern Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. So a tropical storm watch could be required for some of the area early this afternoon or later on this afternoon. Would not be surprised to see maybe some tropical storm watches issued for Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, also Turks and Caicos Islands, and the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas later on today or either on Friday. Alright, so this system has about 70% chance of development over the next 2 days and 7 days. Advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see we got a lot of gale warnings, also small craft advisories in the coastal waters off the East Coast. Got some storm warnings in the purple there. Small craft advisory for the west coast of Florida back to southern Louisiana. Got some flood warnings there in southeast Louisiana, northeastern portion of Florida. Flood watches also for east coast of Florida as well. Alright, we got special weather statements up here for North Carolina, Virginia, Ohio, also Kentucky, and also in the northeast Tennessee. Same up here in portions of northern Michigan, Wisconsin, and also into portions of Iowa as well. Wind advisories also been posted for northern areas of Wisconsin, southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, much of South Dakota, and portions of North Dakota, and western portion of Minnesota. Special weather statements also posted for Wyoming. Winter weather advisory, high wind warning also in effect for southern Wyoming. Wind advisory area for central New Mexico. Air quality alert for portions of southwestern areas of Idaho. We have them small craft advisories, gale warnings also along the Hawaiian chain islands there. Also we have winter storm warnings, winter weather advisory, storm warnings, freeze and spray advisories, small craft advisory, and also some storm warnings along coastal areas of Alaska. That's what's happening in Alaska. We have them storm warnings and small craft advisories off the California coast. Alright, now here's a look at the radar view across the southeastern United States. We'll take a tour to the west in just a minute. We'll take a tour across the rest of the country, excuse me. Alright, we got showers, maybe a few thunderstorms across southern South Carolina, coastal area down toward Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa, just east of Tallahassee. Also a little bit just down toward Miami, also into Cuba, also just north areas of the Bahamas as well. Alright, let's move on up to the Texas region here. Everything pretty, we got a few showers over here around Memphis, pretty quiet elsewhere. Got a little bit over northern Mexico, a little bit west Texas, also a little bit over here around Phoenix, also north Amarillo, also western Oklahoma, southeastern Colorado. We got some more shower activity up here around just east of Denver, Colorado, up here around Cheyenne, Wyoming, northwestern and central portion of Colorado, a little bit areas over here towards Salt Lake City. Earlier, let's move on up to the northern portions of the area. Looks pretty quiet up here around Washington State, and we continue to move a little bit. We got a little bit in South Dakota and a little bit up here in northern Minnesota, and pretty quiet elsewhere across the northeast U.S. Looks pretty quiet. And let's move on down to the mid-Atlantic region. All that looks pretty quiet as well. Alrighty, well, that's your forecast for today. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful Thursday afternoon, folks. Take care.